Hello, everybody. Back with some more tea. Let's see if the tea is piping hot as it's been lately. But it's a collective reading, so take whatever resonates and leave the rest. Also, too, if y'all want me to see what y'all have to say about the reading, please drop a comments after the video is posted because during the live, I'm not able to see it when the live has ended. I guess I just haven't reached that tier yet to be able to view the live chat. So, if there is something you would want me to see, please come back to the video once it's uploaded and able to be seen after the live has ended and drop your comments. Okay? I'm gonna shuffle these cards up and we gonna get right into it. For this reading, I will be pulling some tarot first, then my cards, and then some Lost Girl, Made Woman, the High Priestess cards. One time for the one time. And like I said, this is a collective reading, so only take what resonate, y'all. Please and thank you. All right, let's get into it. Spirit, please give me, hold up, the messages for the collective. Seriously. Seriously. Any more? Any more messages for the collective? For the collective? Any more? Any, I hate when they turn over. Like when they come out. Any more? Any more? I just take what I got so far. All right, so we got balance in the upright collective. So it's Capricorn energy. So this could be a Capricorn trying to find balance in a situation or balance when it comes to these pinnacles, this money, resources. They could be having up and downs when it comes to their finances or some sort of resources. They could be trying to find balance when it comes to adapting to some sort of up and down when it comes to their pinnacles. They could be trying to be flexible with someone, but they could be playing with life, thinking that life is a balancing act, playing with money, like I said. As you can see, this person juggling pinnacles, so they could be playing with money, playing with people's money. They could be trying to balance the books, balance their books, shifting money, profits, and loss. So they could just be all over the place with money, juggling money, s- moving money back and forth to different places. They could be up and down when it comes to the losses and the gains that they receive. And then we have the high priestess and the upright. So this high priestess, they could be trusted. They could have spiritual insight, emotional stability, and divination. They could have wisdom and knowledge, things to be revealed in spirit guides. So this Capricorn could be dealing with a high priestess. Maybe they could be playing with their money. They could be bringing up and downs to this high priestess's money, playing with this person's life. They could be juggling some sort of pinnacles when it comes to this high priestess's money and the profits and losses that they have. Maybe they're trying to get this high priestess to juggle money. They could be also allowing this high priestess to profit, but also too they could be trying to make sure that this high priestess lose money. They could be wanting this high priestess to juggle, to try and balance with whatever they're giving them. Maybe this Capricorn wants this high priestess to be flexible and adaptable with the ups and downs of the profits that they've been giving them, the resources they've been giving them. And then we have patience in the reverse, this Virgo energy. So this Virgo could be dull at work. They could be a failure, overspending, in debt, laziness, underqualified. So what I'm getting here is maybe this Capricorn wanted or viewed this Virgo, which is the high priestess. This Virgo could be this high priestess. They could have wanted whoever this Virgo is to be dull at work, to seem like they were a failure. That's why they could have been juggling their finances, not wanting them to really have a balance when it came to their profits. They wanted them maybe to lose more than they gained in the situation. They could have been playing with this person's life. Maybe they didn't see this person as the high priestess. They could have seen this person as lazy and underqualified for something. Maybe they saw this person as being underqualified of being this high priestess that they are. Maybe they saw this high priestess, this Virgo, as overspending. They felt like this person overspent, so they could have been watching this person's money. They could have been watching this person balance their books, balance what they were given in the situation. Then we have death in the upright, Scorpio energy. So there could be a Scorpio involved, or this Virgo could have Scorpio in their chart. They could be having a spiritual transformation, new beginnings, letting go, ending, change, transition, sudden or unexpected upheaval, closure, release, change of work. So maybe this Virgo was working with this Capricorn. Maybe they're transitioning into this higher priestess, and this could be the change of work that they're having. They could be bringing a death to a situation with a Capricorn. They could be letting go. They could be accepting some sort of change, like I said. They could be getting closure in the situation. And we have judgment in the upright. So someone could be under judgment. They could need to self-evaluate. They could have a awakening, a renewal. They could be needing to hold their composure. They could be indecisive or have decisiveness, homesickness, quick judgment, and forgiveness. So maybe they need to forgive someone, or maybe this Capricorn need to need forgiveness in the situation, because maybe they tried to bring judgment to someone because they saw them as lazy, saw them as dull at work, overspending, debt. Maybe they viewed this person in a negative light when really they were the high priestess the whole time. So they could have tried to bring judgment down on this person by playing with this person's life, playing with this person's money, making them balance, watching them balance with the money that they were given and the resources that they were given. But there could be death to this situation. This could be the judgment. Is for death to be had in this situation. Maybe for this person to get a new source of employment. Then we got standing your ground in the reverse. This is Leo energy. So there could be a Leo that could be giving up on their beliefs. They could be giving in and admitting failure. So maybe they're the ones being judged in this situation, or maybe you needed to stand your ground against this person collective. Maybe it was something that this Leo was trying to do when it came to this person. Like I said, maybe people believe that this person wasn't a high priestess. They could have believed that this Virgo was, like I said, dull at work. They could have felt like they were the failure. They could have felt like they were overspending, that they were in debt, that they was lazy and underqualified to be a high priestess. They may needed to stand up against a Leo and this Capricorn. So whatever belief this Leo had about this high priestess, they could be giving up on these beliefs. They could be given in, admitting failure, that they're the ones that's actually the failure. Or there could be a Capricorn, a Virgo, and a Leo that went up against a high priestess that tried to make them feel like a failure, tried to make them overspend, tried to have them in debt, tried to make them be lazy so they could seem like they were underqualified to be a high priestess. They could have been playing with this person's life, playing with their money, not wanting them to get what they deserve, not being flexible in a situation, trying to have this person adapt to whatever they was giving this person. These people could be getting judged after you needing to stand your ground, collective. Hello. Anymore. Anymore. So we got the hangman and the uprights. So there could be someone feeling trapped at this time, limited, self-limited, uncertainty, lack of direction, need for release, letting go, sacrifice, waiting, lack of direction, perspective, contemplation, undesirability. So this Leo could be in this hangman position. Like I said, they could be given in, they could be feeling trapped in the situation. They could feel like their beliefs are limited. They could have uncertainty in the situation. Maybe they try to sacrifice someone. They could have been passive when it came to this person. They could have had a lack of direction. Like I said, they could have thought that this person was a failure. This person was underqualified in the situation. Whole time they was the high priestess. So whoever this Capricorn, this Virgo, and this Leo is, they could have had a lack of direction when it came to trying to play with this person's life, play with this person's money, try to sacrifice them in whatever way. Maybe trying to have them balance what little money they did get. See, he's balancing two pinnacles, so they could have had them in a very low position when it came to their finances. So like I said, they was playing with their money, having this person balance their books, trying to find balance when it came to their resources, deal with the ups and downs, trying to have them adapt to what they were getting in the situation, which was very little. So now whoever this Leo is or these people is that wanted this person in this position or seen this person a certain type of way as underqualified, now they could be contemplating on their perspective and how they viewed this person or the situation. And they could be giving up on their beliefs and what they believed about this person or what they believed that this person deserved because they were standing their ground. So now they could be feeling like a failure after wanting this person to feel like a failure. This could be their judgment because they tried to lay judgment upon someone else who didn't deserve it. And we have the King of Pentacles and the upright Taurus energy. This could be a mature, grounded male, successful, wealthy businessman, improves himself, does not like to take risks, empire, prosperity, high status, stability, security, aggressive provider. So there could be a Taurus in a energy as well, but they could be in the upright. They could be someone who's wealthy. This could be a businessman. This could be a provider of some sort. Maybe they were supposed to provide this person with some sort of security. If this is a businessman, this could be people that was working under this businessman. This Capricorn could be someone who balances the books of whatever this business is that this Taurus has. So this Taurus could be the business owner, and this Capricorn could just be someone who balances the book. They could be an accountant of some sort, or just someone who handles the money. So they could have been trying to give someone very little when this business could very much make a lot of money. This business could be very wealthy. This business owner could be very wealthy. Hello, everybody. But maybe this businessman, this Taurus, felt like they were taking a risk on this person. So maybe they are contemplating at this time. Maybe they felt like they had a lack of direction because of these people who try to lay judgment upon this person or put judgment upon this person, trying to make this Taurus, they could have tried to make this businessman feel like whoever this Virgo is was dull at work, a failure, underqualified to be working for this company, working for this businessman to obtain some sort of security. But really, this person could be the high priestess and very deserving, very qualified. So now that these people see this, they could be feeling like a failure, wanting to give in and give up on their beliefs because their beliefs could be all wrong, and they could realize that they were wrong for trying to shortchange this person when it came to whatever this business is. Then we have resilience in the upright Sagittarius energy. So there could be a Sagittarius that feel like this is an ongoing battle or collective. You could have been up against a Sagittarius and others that was working with this person, as we see a lot of ones back here. So that could stand for other people or what so have you. Like there just could have been a lot going on when it came to this battle up against a Sagittarius. It could have brought a lot of weariness, fatigue, exhaustion of energy, success, courage, perseverance, backbone, learning from past failures. and gathering your strength. So you made it needed to gather your strength when it came to people coming up against you, trying to make it seem like you were underqualified in a situation. If this is the energy of the situation and the resilience you needed to have when it came to you being shortchanged in whatever business this is, whether someone else's or a business you were trying to create from yourself from the ground up, that people felt like you were dull at work, you were underqualified, you were a failure, you were lazy when it came to this. But they wanted you to be in debt because they wanted you to balance with two pentacles, which is barely nothing. So they didn't really want to give you nothing, but they wanted to see how you adapt to whatever they was giving you, which was very freaking little, and wanted to see how you balanced and found balance with the resources that you did have. So you may needed to remain resilient in this whole situation. You could have felt like it was an ongoing battle, like it was never ending. And this could have wore you down, collective. Then we have budgeting in the reverse, Capricorn energy as well. So there could be a Capricorn dumping the old, letting go of people, possessions, or problems, generosity, starting over. So after shortchanging you, collective, and trying to make you balance with two pentacles, which is barely nothing, maybe this person now wants to be generous to you because they have contemplated on the situation. They was the hangman in the situation, and now they feel like they should just give up on their beliefs, give in to what it actually is and not what they believed. And they could be admitting failure in the situation, that you're not the failure, they're actually the failure, that they were wrong in their judgment towards you, collective. So they could be letting go of some people, or there could be a businessman in a situation that could be getting let go. Maybe this businessman is letting go of some people when it comes to this business, and they could be wanting to start over. And then we got love and the upright Cancer energy. So there could be a Cancer that you could be going into partnership with, collective. This could be someone that's in love with you. You could be a happy couple with this person. This could be a potential soulmate. You could have a relationship, a harmonious relationship with this person. Balance, equality, attraction, connection, courtship, engagement, marriage, compatibility. So there could be a Cancer coming in with a love offer, collective. Whether this is someone you've known or someone who is new. They could be wanting to come in and engage to you. They could want to be married to you, collective. Well, Spirit, what are the messages for the collective anymore? All right, so we have divine counterpart. So yeah, whoever this Cancer, I don't know what I was just about to call it. But whoever this Cancer is, they could be a divine counterpart of yours, collective, and they could be coming in. This could be a change or a renewal. Maybe you're having a renewal with this person. Whew, Child. And we have the name Renee could be significant. You could have recently ate Chinese food, collective, or you could be eating Chinese food at this time. Then we have claims they are not a player but crush a lot. So whoever this divine counterpart is, they could claim they're not a player, but they could like to crush a lot. And we got once you unalive by any means. Woo. So maybe there was judgment in the situation to have you unalive by any means. And one of these means was to put you in a to a pinnacle situation, have you juggling your finances, having you having to be resilient when it came to them juggling your finances, having the ups and downs continuously, maybe making you feel like a failure, making you feel like you're underqualified in the situation collected. Maybe they wanted to bring a death to your finances as a whole collective. So maybe they wanted you to give in when it came to a business or something you were doing because of the little finances that they were giving you. They could have been paying you less than what you were actually supposed to be getting or less than what you deserved in the situation. And we got older woman. So there could be an older woman in the situation. This could be an older woman named Renee that could have wanted you unalived by any means. You could wear glasses, collective. Then we have only has eyes for you. So this could be because of a counterpart, a divine counterpart that you have, collective, that only has eyes for you, that wants to come in to partnership with you, wants to get engaged, get married. And then we have no. So whatever you're feeling about this person or whatever question you had when it came to this person, the answer is no. So maybe you should not take this person offer. Maybe you shouldn't get married to this person collective. Then we have hotel rooms. So someone could be at a hotel room or something could have happened in a hotel room. And maybe you thought that something happened in a hotel room and the answer is no. Maybe you want to know if you should go to a hotel room with this person. Maybe this person is coming in wanting to make love with you, collective. And the answer is no, you should not go to the hotel with this person. You could be someone who drinks green tea or someone else could. Then we have placing leashes on dogs that will release fumes to make you pass out. So someone in this situation could have been doing this. This could be a part of them wanting you alive by any means. So after they put this leash on this dog to release fumes to make you pass out, maybe they were going to take you to a hotel room collective to do something to you at a hotel room. Hmm. We have loves your scent. So someone could love your scent in this situation. Maybe the person that was gonna be sent in to do this, maybe they were gonna send in this cancer to do this. And we have loves wine. So you could be someone who loves wine. And we have Facebook influencer. You could be a Facebook influencer or be dealing with one. Then we have running out of time. So these people could be running out of time in regards to something, maybe in regards to playing with your money, playing with your life. Maybe they owe you something because they weren't paying you what you were supposed to get. Maybe they weren't paying you what you deserved and they could owe you money. And because they don't want to pay up and give you what you're owed, see you as this high priestess you are and give you what you deserve in the situation, they could be going as far as trying to unalive you because they don't want to give you what you're owed, collective. They could be trying to get you to pass out, take you to a hotel, and do something to you, collective, before time runs out. Then we have drop bands to surprise you with a business. So maybe this is in regards to someone who drop bands for you to start a business to surprise you with a business. So this could be someone who's your counterpart, like I said, whether if it's this Taurus, this King of Pentacles, and the upright, this grounded, mature male, or this Cancer, whichever one that's your divine counterpart. Maybe they are on the up and up, and they are the one that loves your scent, only has eyes for you. And maybe these people just don't want you to encounter this person so they could be trying to stop this before this person come in with this offer because they want you to remain in this two of pentacles energy, not having too much of nothing, constantly going through ups and downs when it comes to your money, collective. They know that whoever this businessman is, whoever this person is that want to have a partnership with you, they could want to drop bands to surprise you with a business of your own. Someone could have tampered with evidence when it comes to something. And we have the name Sean could be significant. Then we have on tour. So someone could be on tour. This could be a Facebook influencer that's on tour, a businessman who is on tour. Maybe this man is on tour and that's why he hasn't come into you yet, collective, to offer you this security in the situation, this love, this engagement, this marriage, surprise you with this business because they could be on tour right now, but these people could feel like they're running out of time because this person could be on their way back to you, collective. So yeah, like I said, this could be your divine counterpart. And maybe there was an older woman that didn't want you with this person, didn't want you to receive this, wanted you to have less than, collective. So they could have orchestrated a lot of stuff in your life for you to have very little, for you to be unalive because they just didn't want you with this counterpart. They just didn't want to see you secure and in love. They didn't want to see you have an engagement and be married to someone who was very stable and secure within themselves and their finances. They didn't want you to be with whoever this wealthy businessman is. So they could have orchestrated an a unaliving when it came to you. And this could have all been orchestrated by an older woman. So there could have been men working for an older woman. This older woman name could be Renee. And it could be a child molester. I didn't want to say it at first, and it was on the back of the card, as you could see. But this person, child molester. So they could just like to do freaked up shit to people, and they didn't want to see you have anything good in life. So they could have had men working with them to do this to you, collective, to mess with your finances, to play with your life. But now your divine counterpart could be coming in, whether if it is a Taurus or a Cancer. So because these people play with your money collective, they could have, like I said, made it seem like you were underqualified. Whoever this businessman is that's coming in, like I said, they could have dropped bans to surprise you with a business of your own. So instead of you, if you were working for someone who was doing this, who was underpaying you in a situation, this person could be surprising you with a business of your own, collective. And maybe these people didn't want that in a situation. Like I said, whoever this older woman is, they orchestrated it so that you would have less than, you would never be able to really balance your money, never really get to a stable place in life. They always wanted you juggling these little pinnacles that you have, collective. They was really playing with your life and playing with your money, not wanting you to really have too much in life. They wanted you to be scrounging up. They wanted you to feel like every time you made a profit, you took losses. So you could have been taking more losses than you did profits in a situation, collective. And this could have all been orchestrated by an older woman. But whoever you were doing business with or working with, they could have been um guided by this person to do this. Because they could have been told that you were someone that was lazy and underqualified, and that's what they should see you as, and that could have been these people's beliefs. But there could be someone coming in, dropping bands and surprising you with your own business, collective, because they could see what these people were really doing behind the scenes. They just ain't want you to have nothing. Any more messages? So we got new beginning, fresh start. So you could be having a new beginning, a fresh start. Your slate could be clear. Take advantage. So, like I said, someone could be coming in with a business that they want to surprise you with, and this could be your new start, your new beginning. Instead of dealing with being shortchanged with whatever company you worked for. Any more messages? Any more messages like that? Any more? And we got the high priestess. So yeah, we pulled the high priestess already in tarot. And we're pulling the high priestess again. So collective, yeah, you definitely could be the high priestess. And these people wanted to see you as less than. They didn't want to really see you as this high priestess, intuitive, receiving downloads straight from the source. But this is exactly who you are, collective, the high priestess. And you could be getting a new and fresh start as this high priestess. And then we have the sword of truth. So you could be bringing in the sword of truth as this high priestess, bringing in this truth. You could be this truth teller, and whatever this truth is could be like a sword. Maybe this was someone close to you that orchestrated all this, didn't want to see you with nothing, didn't see you as who you were, or wanted you to be seen as less than who you really were. Then we have lost girl. Maybe you were child molested when you were younger, And maybe someone wanted you to feel like you didn't deserve anything in life because this happened to you, collective. You could have been this lost girl when you were younger, feeling like you were looking for a way out, seeking help, troubled teen. So you could have been a troubled teen growing up because of being molested as a child. But like I said, maybe someone didn't want you to have anything or made you feel like you shouldn't have anything or there was no way out because maybe they knew that you were molested as a child. Maybe they knew who molested you as a child and didn't say anything or didn't help you in any type of way. Maybe they wanted you to be seeking help. Like I said, maybe they just wanted you to have a horrible life for whatever reason. And then we have celestial alignment starseed activation. So you could be activated at this time. You could be having this celestial alignment. You could be a starseed, this high priestess, and you could be having this activation right now, collective. But that was your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. Deuces. I holla.